Welcome back to another This Week in Warframe. This is going to be for the week of June 7th through the 14th. And this week we've got free items, we've got Twitch drops, we've got Jade Shadows, Styanax Prime, and TennoCon, and all this wonderful stuff to talk about. And let's not waste any time and get right into it. If you guys are interested in finding out about the Twitch drops and everything, you can get that at the top of my Twitch channel every single week. Just go into the chat, look at the top, it's pinned right there. Let's get into what's going on this week in Warframe. Right now, Bird3 has himself some shiny treasures. He's got an Azure Archon Shard. Deep Archimedia is a survival, alchemy, and mirror defense. Temporal Archimedia is a Hellscrub Tech Rot, defense, and Legasite Harvest. The current Coda weapons for the next 23 hours are the Coda Bass Assist, 25.8% electricity, the Bubonico, 26.8% heat, the Cost Assist, 45.5% radiation, the Haruto, 26.2% magnetic, the Path Assist, 25.1% toxin, the Synapse, 55.8% impact, and the Tysis, 35.4% radiation. The current 1999 calendar rewards are a Violet Archon Shard versus an Orokin Reactor Blueprint. Then we have an Arcane versus a Forma Blueprint. Then we have a 3-day Affinity Booster versus a 3-day Mod Drop Chance Booster. Then we have an Arcane versus a Primary Arcane Adapter. And then we have an Arcane versus a Primary Arcane Adapter again. And lastly, double Arcanes versus a Phosphor Cache. Steel Path Descendia this week, we are looking at rewards of Secondary Arcane Adapter, Primary Overcharge, a Primary Arcane Adapter, another Arcane that I never remember what this is, but I can't see it. And then we have 25 times Steel Essence, then we have 3 times Arcane Persistence, and lastly an Orokin Catalyst Blueprint. We check out normal Descendia this week. Our final reward is going to be a Forma Blueprint. For those of you that saw the video last week and were unable to get onto the website, log in, or you were able to get logged in and you didn't get whatever, you couldn't get the color palettes, this is what everybody is saying in the comments to that. There's a lot of people saying they weren't able to get it. You can just come here to the community bulletin board, click on Jade Shadows Constellations, and then you should be able to click on Osiris and Sirius, and that should work for you doing it this way. So hopefully that helps you guys. That's the fix. I can't test it out as it worked for me just by going to the website. But let's get into what else is going on this week in Warframe. We also have featured Prime Resurgence currently is Rhino and Nyx, and you have 3 days and 17 hours left to acquire them and their weapons. Once they are gone, coming on in will be Equinox and Wukong Prime, and you'll be able to get their weapons for the next 30 days after they show up. For those of you curious, yes, the TennoCon digital pack is usually always worth it. It comes with some really nice goodies, some extra platinum, all that lovely stuff. Plus, you will get access to everything Barokatir has ever brought from the entirety of his existence in this game, every item he's ever had. And I do have, for the second tier of my Patreon, there is a bunch of Google Sheets that I've made up that I still use in this game to help me just be faster than everybody else, get stuff done quicker, blah, 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 all the wonderful things. If you guys are interested in supporting, you can do it at the second tier of the Patreon. That'll get you the list of everything Baro has ever brought. It'll be done in a checkbox kind of form, so you can just say, yes, I own this, no, I don't own it, whatever it is. Just click whatever you want to say you own or you don't own, and it'll give you the tally of the other end of that. So it'll tell you how many ducats you have left, how many credits you have left, and it's a lot. So if the sooner the better, if you guys have any interest in doing that, because you're going to want to tally this up definitely sooner than later, so you're not caught last minute with like, oh no, I have 60,000 ducats I have to farm out, or, you know, however many credits. Anyway, in case you guys missed it last week, we come over to Featured, the community event up here, and in this tab, this is a return of all the Pride items that have ever shown up. They're all really cheap, except a couple of things will be like 25,000 credits, but you can order as many as you want, so if you load it on credits, awesome sauce. These 3 things right here are brand new. This is this year's Pride items, but yeah, it's all just free, colorful stuff for you to use for decorating. Currently, we have the event of a Ghoul Purge with 18 days and 17 hours left, and I might as well just get all the upcoming things out right now. June 17th, we are going to have Jade Shadows Constellations. That will be dropping for us, that update. We're also going to have Styanax Prime is going to be coming with that one. July 11th is when we're going to have access to the Mesa Heirloom, which looks awesome. We're going to be able to get our hands on that. Also, June 17th, the same as Jade and Styanax. There's going to be Twitch drops. You guys will be able to get these on my channel. I am live as often as I could possibly. You are guaranteed to get these Twitch drops if you're showing up. Nearly guaranteed to get these Twitch drops. If there's any reason you don't get them, that is not on me. I am doing everything I can to aid you in getting them. Please make sure you have your Warframe account linked to your Twitch account, that it's all set up properly and all that stuff. But you are nearly guaranteed to get these things showing up to my streams. That's going to be June 17th at 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. That will run to June 20th from 5 p.m. To 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So that is going to be happening not this weekend, but the following weekend. So make sure you guys, if you haven't already, have dropped a follow on my Twitch channel and you are ready to go hang out as soon as June 20th rolls around. Moving on to alerts, reminder to do the weekly Ayatan treasure hunt with Maru. If we check out invasions, we will see that series currently has a Daravandal blueprint versus Twin Viper's receiver. If we check out the sortie today, it's an exterminate, spy, and assassination. This week's Archon hunt is against Boreal for an Azor Archon shard, and we'll have to do a mobile defense, and showdown. We check out what Nora has going on this week, the usual permanent weeklies, along with complete an arbitration mission, finish a capture mission in less than 90 seconds, collect 10 Vom or Foss residue in the Cambion Drift, play 3 different Shaws and Songs in Duviri, and then today's daily is bullet jump 150 times. If we check out the credit offerings, and we organize these by default, we will see that she has brought us this week Infested Impotence, Wild Frenzy, Eximus Advantage, Corrosive Projection, Shield Disruption, Sentient Barrage, Clip Delegation. The ones that you're going to most likely make platinum off of, or I should say the one, would be Corrosive Projection. So if you have extra credits and you're looking for extra plat, you can buy these and just sell them fairly quickly in trade chat. If you scroll down to the bottom, we have Focused Acceleration, Directed Convergence, Double Tap, and Recharge Barrier. And if we check out this week's circuit on Steel Path, we will see that we have a Incarnate Adapters for the Zylok, Cyber, Dread, Despair, and the Hate. And if you already have those, you can scroll over and get a Rifle, Pistol, Melee Ribbon, or 20,000 Kuva. If we check out what's happening for the normal circuit this week, we have choices between Nidus, Octavia, and Taro. Thank you all so much for those of you that stop by every week, drop likes, put comments in that are all positive and not negative. I really extra appreciate those of you that can be positive and stuff. I really appreciate it. Checking out Akrathis this week, we're browsing her wares. We have Primary Blight, we have an Orokin Reactor Blueprint, Secondary Arcane Adapter, Shotgun Riven Mod, Primary Arcane, and 5,000 Kuva. Checking out Teshin and Steel Path Honors, this week he has a Veiled Riven Cipher and a Kit Gun Riven Mod. And if we take a look at what Conehead has over here for us this week, he's got a Tenant Ferox, 40.5% impact, Tenant Grigori, 42.5% toxin, Tenant Livia, 29.5% radiation, Tenant Exec, 27.1% radiation, and a Tenant Agendus, 56.2% impact. How much platinum have you made since you've become a Patreon?
Over 100K.
45K.
60, 70,000.
20,000.
What's the most amount of platinum you've made in a week?
12K.
Probably about 5,000.
5,400.
Probably 8K.
What's the most amount of platinum you've made in a day?
5,400.
Day was probably 4K.
Probably about 3,000.
2K.
What's your favorite method of making platinum that you've learned from me?
Mostly just flipping ribbons and selling warframes.
Probably arbitrations.
Selling sets of Warframes.
I enjoy Zeramon the most.
Imagine how much time and money they've saved. You know where the links are. Reminder to stop by the Chrysalith on the Zeramon and visit Archimedes and Yanta for your 35,000 Kuva. Then you could travel to Iron Wake on Earth and visit Palladino for your 2 Rivens, your 35,000 Kuva, and your 150,000 credits. Remember to like and subscribe if you haven't already, and stop by my Twitch channel where you can get free drops when they are community-wide, also free rewards I do all the time anyway. And make sure you check out your Invigorations this week and see what you got. Thank you so much for hanging out. I will see you in the next one.